Hello everyone, it's Justine. Welcome to Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, the world stands still. Here today I am showing you a Mother's Day card featuring the spring wax seal and the 3D embossing folder of the month from February from Spellbinders. This one is so gorgeous and I've used it on a few cards, and I thought, let's make a Mother's Day card because we all love the mothers, and I thought that it would be kind of fun to make one. So I already have my stamp sentiment all ready to go. When I stamped that, I used the stamp set from Spellbinders right here. I'll insert it on the screen. And I will have that linked in the description as well. But I used for the ink, I believe it was Faded Jeans from Distress, and that was the ink. And then if you can see, there's kind of a shimmer to the edge. I used this paint pen. I used this one from Pilot. It's a paint marker. So you can see the tip is pretty tiny, but it did help me to create kind of this weathered look around the edge. I was going for kind of like a crystal-y look. So that's all taken care of, and I did have a wax seal that when I was making wax seals, I just was making a whole bunch of them. So if you saw my sealed for spring wax video, I had a ton extra, and I recently saw this technique where you have a whole bunch of thread and you just kind of clump it underneath one of the wax seals. I don't know who I saw it from first, but I saw it on several different people's Instagrams. So there's that. But when I did it, it became very thick. So I just want to show you the back. I did cut out some of that thickness because I didn't want it to be really heavy and bulky, and I did press down rather firmly. You can see it is fairly thin now, but there was quite a bit of a lump on this back area. So I just took my scissors, and these ones from Fiskars are pretty sharp, so I just kind of went in there and cut out all that extra. And then on the ends of my thread here, I did take just a little bit of this Beverly Art liquid glue. I put it on my finger pad and then just kind of rolled this gently with my thumb and pointer finger, so this will not unravel, because we don't need an unraveling card or unraveling thread for a Mother's Day card. So this is actually one of the first videos that I made with wax, or this is one of the first cards that I've made with wax seals where I have not used that band that goes around. I think it's called like faux twine or something like that. And this is kind of a different video for me, so we're trying new things today. Now, when I thought about attaching this to my card, I wasn't sure if liquid glue would really hold things down enough without, I don't know, I probably would hold. I guess with this big gap here, I'm just not sure if that would hold. So I'm going to actually pull out some of my old foam squares from a card kit and just have the foam be a little bit of my adhesive. I'd love to know in the comments if you have tried any of the wax seals and just kind of get your opinion. I'm curious. I absolutely love making wax seals. It is so relaxing, and there's just something so artful about making the wax seal and warming it up with an actual flame. I just really enjoy it, but I'm curious if other people find it as relaxing as I do. Maybe not. Every time I make wax seals, I make so many, I just kind of get in the zone, but I guess that's kind of good. They say with batching, like when I stamp, you make a whole bunch of them. It's kind of like baking cookies. You wouldn't just bake one cookie, you're gonna bake a whole batch of them. Then you can have cookies for a couple days. So, or share them with your friends. But wax seals are, I guess, similar to cookies in that way. So with the wax seal itself, that flower pattern on here, I'll pop a picture of what that looks like on the screen here, but this was one of the new seals that came out in January sealed for spring. Now I do have this little metallic paint pen on my desk, and I think I would like to add some gold to the inside of my flower. So let's just grab a scrap paper so I can make sure that my paint pen is working effectively before I start putting that on my part. And I just used this not too long ago, so I'm not sure why. It's kind of being fussy. There we go. I think it's because I forgot to store it horizontally. So learn from my mistakes. Store your paint pen horizontally. And voila, that is back to as good as gold, which doesn't surprise me. Pilot is a fairly big company, and I like to think that they know what they're doing with their pens. Oh wow, just adding a little bit of gold to the center of these is really transforming this wax seal. Okay, I will restrain myself. Part of my brain was just like, oh, make a whole bunch of dots everywhere, and I think that that would be a bit too much. So I'm going to just stop there with my paint pen, and then I'm going to see if I can find some crystals or some gems or something that I can put on the side of this. Let's see, do I have any white? White would be kind of nice. Oh, I have 3 white ones. And I have blue. You know, we're going to use 2 white or 3 white and use up my white, and then we're going to add some blue as well. There we have it. I know that this was a very simple, quick video, so I hope that you enjoyed it, even though we just drop everything, even though it was short. But let me know in the comments about wax sealing. I'd love to know your opinion, and if you're a mother, happy very, very early Mother's Day. Bye.